This video is one of a series covering the released Ohio State math questions between 2017 and 2023. Welcome to Dr. Tarazi's math site. Geometry is an important domain. 10 to 11 questions out of 48 are on the test. Solve real-life and mathematical problems involving angle measure, circles, area, surface area, and volume. Standard 7.G.4. Please pause the video and read the description of this standard.
Hello and welcome. Here is what you need to know before we get to the examples.
Radius and diameter.
If you look at this circle, the distance from the center to the edge is called the radius. Now, if you can come from one point here to the other point here through the center, this line segment is called diameter. Here you can see them side by side. This is a radius because you can have this one is radius, this is a radius here, this is a radius here, and diameter is from here to here, or from here through the center to here, okay? So always remember, radius is half of the diameter. Radius is half of the diameter, which can also be said as diameter is twice the radius. The diameter from here to here is twice from here to here. We write D equals 2R, or R equals 1/2 D, or you can say 0.5 D, okay?
What is the circumference of a circle?
The circumference of a circle is the measurement of the distance around the circle. So imagine you are here and you're walking around in this direction until you come back to here. That distance is the circumference.
What is the area of a circle?
The area of a circle is the amount of space that circle covers. This green here. All of this here is the area of the circle.
What is pi?
If you divide the circumference by the diameter, you get a number. It's called pi. This number does not change no matter which circle you are working with. So if C is a circumference and D is a diameter, if you divide the length here divided by this, you get pi. A number is called pi. Whether it's smaller circle, bigger circle, another smaller circle, any circle you take, the ratio of the circumference over the diameter is constant, does not change, and it's called pi.
What is the value of pi?
Pi is irrational number, not a terminating decimal. Here's an idea about what's happening. It's pi. We usually use 3.14, most used on the test. We use that to as a value of pi.
Circumference formula.
The circumference is pi times the diameter. And how did we get this? Remember earlier we just said pi is equal to the circumference divided by the diameter. If you put one here and make cross multiplication, you see C is equal to pi times D. Now D can be replaced by 2R, but normally we don't put pi 2R. Normally we put 2 pi R. That's how we use it. So to find the circumference, you can use this formula here or this formula here.
Area formula.
The area is pi R squared. That there you have to use the radius here. Don't confuse it with the diameter. For the area, you need to use the radius.
Note.
The circumference in general, to understand the thing here, the circumference of any circle is about 3 times its diameter. It's actually 3.14 its diameter, but you know, it's about 3 times.
Recommendation.
To make the most of these videos, I suggest pausing the video when you see this button, solving the problem, and then resuming the video to check your answer.
Example 1.
In this example, which statement describe how to use the circumference of a circle to find its area? So you have the circumference and you want to find the area. So you're going to tie these two pieces of information. So if you look at those options, you can't really find the answer right away here. You have to do some work, some calculation. So what I did here is I put C for the circumference and A for the area. So C, we just learned, is 2 pi r. That's the circumference. The area is pi r squared. So I wrote it pi r times r. Why? Because I want to show this pi r is the same as here. Okay? So now from this equation here, I'm going to divide by 2. I get C over 2 is equal to pi r. So all what I have to do is take this and replace pi r with C over 2 here. I tie this way the area to the circumference. So area is C over 2 times r. Now I can go ahead and read here, divide the diameter by 2. That has nothing to do with this answer to begin with. I mean, that you can cancel this right away. Multiply the circumference by the radius. That's, you have to think about that. Divide the circumference by pi and then divide by 2. That's why when you look at this here, divide the circumference by 2, divide the circumference by 2, see? And then multiply by the radius, So this question is a little bit tough, but I think once you try to understand that you're trying to tie the circumference to the area and do some calculation here, you find the answer.
Example 2.
The circumference of a circle is 50.24 centimeters. What is the radius? And always they ask you to round your number to that here in this example to the nearest tens, because you're using 3.14 in those examples, so you might get a number that needs to be rounded. So we're going to use pi 3.14. Okay, so this is straightforward because I have now the circumference. I want the radius. So let's put the formula for the circumference is 2 pi r. What do we know? We know the the circumference. So I replace it 50.24, and I know pi is 3.14. So I have this. Now I multiply 2 by 3.14. And now you need to solve this equation is you divide both sides by 6.28, and you find the answers to be 8 centimeters. Okay?
Example 3.
The radius of a circle is 20 centimeters, what is the circumference? So he's giving you the radius, asking you to find the circumference. Okay, again, pi is 3.14. C circumference formula, C is equal to 2 pi r. So what do we know? We know r, right? We know r. And we need C. So 2 times 3.14 times 20, just multiply these numbers here. You get 125.6 centimeter. Excuse me.
Example 4.
Which expression represent the area of a circle with a radius of 7 units? The area. Radius. What's the formula? This is a calculator neutral, so you have no use of the calculator. Area is pi r squared. You know r squared means r times r. That's pi times r times r. And the radius is 7. So pi times 7 times 7. Look and to find it right here. It's right here. 7 times 7 times pi is the same as pi times 7 times 7. And that's your answer.
Example 5.
A circle is shown what is the circumference of the circle to the nearest tenth of a centimeter. Yeah. So again, now you need the circumference. This is the diameter, so I can use the whole diameter for the circumference. So the formula is C equals pi times D. Replace it. Substitute pi 3.14. D is 10. You get C equals 31.4 centimeter.
Example 6.
The circumference of a circle is 18.84 inches. What is the diameter? Again, to the nearest inches, to the nearest inch. Okay, so this is the pi. Now, what is the formula for the circumference? Pi times the diameter. Okay, so replace. The circumference is given 18.84 equals 3.14 D. Now you divide both sides by 3.14. You get D equals to 6 inches. There's no rounding here if you do it this way. If you use a different value, more than 3.14, then you might have to round your answer.
Example 7.
A circle has a diameter of 7.2 inches. What is the circumference? Okay, we know the diameter. That's D. I need the circumference. And I know C is equal to pi times the diameter. Replace 3.14 times 7.2. You get this answer. Now you need to do some rounding. It's rounding to the nearest tenth of an inch. So I need only 2 decimal points. So I need to stop. I need only 1 decimal number here. So we look at the one after it, it's zeros, then it's gone. So 22.6 inches.
Example 8.
A circle is shown. What is the area of the circle to the nearest tenth of a square inches? Now, many students will use 10 in the formula. The formula is pi r squared. So you need r. You can't use the diameter. So the diameter is 10. This will be 5. This will be 5. So r will be 5, which is half of the diameter. So that's why I need to find r first. Is half of the diameter is 5. Now this is what I will use here, not 10. So area is 3.14 times 5 squared. I don't know why this is repeated. So area is equal to 565.20784. I need only 1 decimal place after that, 1 decimal. So here I need to stop here because this one less than 5. Then this is all is gone here. So 565.2 square inches. Make sure to use the unit. This is inch squared, okay, because it's an area.
Thank you, and see you soon.
Thank you for watching. More videos to come. Please subscribe.